We about to be reacting to this live of DDG clapping back with receipts. That being said, let's hop straight into the video.
Once again, in hopes of creating.
We're gonna skip up. Oh no.
G, you got some. That's.
Hey guys, did you know some drivers are ditching their car insurance and they're doing this instead?
Form petitioner in an effort to control me. Once again, repeat. This is petitioner surveillance and stalking with air tags. Let's get to this part right here, because I didn't know she was stalking and shit. All right, so petitioner has repeatedly shown up announced to places I frequent, initiating public confrontations and verbal outbursts. So on or about June 16, 2023, while petitioner was pregnant, she appeared uninvited at a movie theater in Westwood where I was attending a film with a female friend. Oh, now he said they wasn't together. I guess maybe that, who knows? That's his side that they weren't together. They were on and off, but she put up on him. He says, to be clear, this individual has been a long-standing, strictly platonic friend, and there was no romantic or inappropriate relationship between us at any time. I later discovered that the petitioner had been using hidden Apple AirTags in my vehicles to monitor my location, which explains how she knew I was where I was that evening. I hope this isn't one of the times that y'all was together, though, my boy. From me to you, I hope this wasn't one of the times that y'all was together, because if y'all was together, but you going to the movies with a female friend, you asking for trouble. Really, I'm just keeping G with you. You see the girl crazy as hell. You trying to be with her. If y'all was together, you asking for trouble. You asking for trouble. But let's go. Petitioner entered the theater and immediately began shouting profanities and allowing. Imagine Little Mermaid coming in the theater going crazy. That's crazy. All right. I'm surprised nobody said anything about this shit. If Little Mermaid came in the theater going crazy. All right, petitioner entered the theater and immediately began shouting profanities in a loud and disruptive manner for all to hear. Halle came in the theater going crazy. Nah, bro, it gotta be some footage of this shit. Someone, like, it gotta be some tweets or something around the time this happened to document this shit, dog. I damn sure would have been on Twitter like, Halle buddy just came in this bitch going crazy on DDG. Whatever. So I was incredibly embarrassed by the incident in an effort to de-escalate the situation so as to avoid further confrontation. I exited the theater with my companion, petitioner, then followed closely behind, continuing to shout expletive and directing her verbal assault at both me and my friend, referring to us as bitches and threatening to beat her ass.
Oh shit. She
made repeated accusations of infidelity and attempted to initiate a physical altercation with my friend, all while continuing to use hostile and inflammatory language at the two of us.
Nah, bro,
this sounds crazy. So Halle Bailey about to square up at the movie theaters? Where's this fucking footage, bro? It gotta be some footage of this shit. Halle Bailey about to square up, bro? That's crazy. All right. I would expect to see some footage of this shit. It gotta be. So as petitioner attempted to physically attack my friend, I was forced to intervene and restrain petitioner to prevent harms to both my friend and to petitioner who was carrying our unborn child. This incident was particularly troubling as it clearly established the petitioner was becoming more unhinged more frequently. Yeah, Rock Nation had, if this is true, Rock Nation probably scooped up and paid for that footage like Diddy. Yeah, let me get all this. Wipe it off the face of the earth. Cause they can't have her looking crazy like that being Little Mermaid. But to continue. During petitioner's pregnancy from April through December 2023, I found Apple AirTags in my vehicles. Upon discovering these devices, I realized petitioner was using these devices to stalk and surveil me. I did not become aware that petitioner was tracking my movements until I began receiving persistent and unfamiliar Apple AirTags notifications on my electronic devices. Yeah, I was just about to ask that. Like, you're gonna get the notifications, but he said that he did receive the notifications. So he continued to say, it became evident that petitioner had been using AirTags to stalk and monitor my whereabouts, together with my mother and her fiance, George Charleston, who also serves as my driver. We discovered Apple AirTags concealed in all three of my vehicles, a Rolls Royce, a Maybach, and an Escalade.
God damn.
George and I frequently received alerts indicating that an unknown AirTag was moving with us. Despite multiple attempts to prompt the device to emit an audible sound so as to identify the location of the device, it remained undetected until later inspections by George and my mother. So it took some time to find it. Damn. Okay. So on one occasion during the pregnancy, an AirTag was found by my mother hidden inside a vitamin bottle stored in the trunk of my car. That's crazy. Don't y'all be taking no notes. She put it in a vitamin bottle.
Damn. That is crazy though. Shit like that.
On another occasion, it was discovered by a close female friend of mine tucked within a baby bottle holder. Each time an AirTag was located, it was promptly removed and discarded. The repeated placement of these devices demonstrates a clear and disturbing pattern of stalking and surveillance without my knowledge and consent, all of which further contributed to my sense of fear, violation, and lack of privacy. So he probably thought that when she got into his car, y'all know the back and forth that he had with her in the back of his car, he probably thought she was playing an AirTag. Because in their exchange, when she would have the child, if this is true, more likely when she would have the child and she would have the car seat or whatever, she'll be planning these things, and then in exchanges, she probably was putting them in the car. If this is true. All right, so following our child's birth, petitioner's emotionally volatility. Why the hell I'm talking like this? Continued to increase. She frequently went through my phone without permission while I was asleep, using what she found to start conversations. These incidents occurred during a period when petitioner and I were in an on and off again relationship. Despite the instability between us, I made a concerted effort to maintain the relationship and provide a sense of stability. Particularly after learning she was pregnant, I would often fall asleep while scrolling TikTok, where petitioner would take these opportunities to hack into my device without my permission. Yeah, that's how it happens. Petitioner's physical violence and outbursts. Okay, these are about the violence over here. So in or about August of 2024, petitioner became physically violent when I refused to give her my phone. She slapped and punched me repeatedly while I attempted to de-escalate the situation. My mother witnessed the incident and intervened to get her to stop. Damn, in front of the mama, she bold. Also present was a close friend, Baby Rich, the dude that's been on live stream telling y'all that she was beating him. He was there. So I had to physically restrain petitioner by holding her wrist in an attempt to get her to stop the assault. During the chaos, she ran off my laptop from the garage. Petitioner repeatedly texted me and threatened to destroy it unless I answer her phone calls. The incident arose from one of many arguments sparked by petitioner's jealousy and mistrust over my professional content collaborations. As a content creator, streamer, video editor, and music producer, my laptop is essential to my livelihood. It contained ongoing projects, unreleased footage, and software critical to my work.
Let me clear that up.
This act not only caused significant financial harm, but also disrupted my ability to meet professional obligations. Attached to Exhibit 1 is a true and correct copy of petitioner's messages from June 1st, 2023, wherein she states that my computer is broken following her belief that I cheated on her. So let's go ahead and go to the Exhibit 1. This is page 20. Let me go ahead and make a note that we can come back to page 20. Page 20. We're going to come back to page 20, but let's look at Exhibit 1 down here. Where is it? All right, here goes Exhibit 1 that he's referencing.
Quiet.
Make sure you see it on the screen. Boom. So, Halle, that's not right. I have to go. I've been so nice. I've been calm. I've not broken your property or anything. I have to go. I'm pregnant and you're trying to cause me more stress for no reason. I said this morning respectfully, I'm not arguing with you anymore. You want to be petty? You can be petty by yourself. Stop blocking me. Okay, I gave you a chance. You ruined my whole day. I have to work. Your computer is broken now. Goodbye. She broke the computer. Hey, so I'm going to stop calling you now. You cheated on me. I literally caught you with another girl last night and told you you've stolen my car. All while I'm pregnant. I can't do this anymore. I tried to call you to tell you I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm leaving work now. I'm tired and I tried. Please don't try and say I didn't tell you when I'm blowing up your phone. All right. So maybe this is after the movies. I don't know. I got to look at that up to see. But she's saying she did that because he was cheating and she caught her. She caught him. I can't do this if this is how it's going to be. I want to be free. I wish you the best in everything that you do in the future. He says, how come you can take my things and I can't take yours? Just give me my laptop back and I happily give you your car keys. I'll bring you your keys when you get home. Just let me know when home. So he took the car keys. He's confirming it right there. And she took the laptop and she went to bring the laptop. He's confirmed it. Toxic shit. Both their ass toxic. So I'm home. Take me to dinner. We need to have a civil conversation. I'm not doing back and forth with you anymore. If you gonna actually listen to me, I will. I'm not listening to you demean or insult me anymore. So don't even try it. I'm hurt by you enough. If you're not going to be gentle with me when I'm going through this hard time, then we don't need to talk. So she is willing to reconcile, but she's the man to take me to dinner. We could talk X, Y, and Z type shit. All right, so let's go back up to page 20 because that is the end of exhibit. That exhibit. All right, so it's page 20, right? There you go. All right, so continue. It says, unfortunately, this was not an isolated incident. Petitioner consistently expressed discomfort and hostility toward my work, particularly when it involved collaborating or filming with other women. She refused to be a part of. She refused to be part of my content and often used emotional manipulation or conflict to prevent me from filming with female colleagues, despite the professional nature of my work. So she didn't want to be in the content, you know? Okay. So he wants to work with other people, but she didn't want him to do that either. But a big deal of his content is vlogs and lifestyle shit.
So how you gonna make money?
Okay. In contrast, I was expected to accept her participation in intimate on-screen roles, including kissing and close physical contact with her male co-stars in films. Without objection, this double standard creating ongoing tension and further reflected the controlling and unequal dynamic in our relationship. All right. So one thing I will say though, your content is perceived to be scripted reality. Her content is completely scripted fiction. So it's a difference in the two. So that's probably a part of the arguments between you guys. But she should allow you to even be, you can still work with women as long as it's not flirtatious or like it's a storyline that DDG loves storylines. As long as it's a storyline that's not about you dating a woman, you should be allowed to work with other women, But your content is different than her filming a movie, which is for sure fiction. But to continue. Petitioner has repeatedly interfered with my work, often by initiating arguments causing disruptions while I was recording or editing, or withholding access to necessary equipment. Petitioner will force me to edit her out of projects last minute and or refuse to allow me or my family to post projects with her likeness or features after having granted consent. Her conduct severely impacted my ability to earn income and maintain stability. Okay. All right. Sound like her audience though. Her audience also often said that he would be trying to use her for content, and she shouldn't allow that. X, Y, and Z probably also had her management team saying to not be used for the content. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows? But to continue, notably on August 16, 2024, I documented one such outburst by Petitioner as we were leaving a Bruno Mars concert at the Intuit Dome, which we had attended with our son. During this incident, Petitioner became upset and demanded we leave. As I was driving back home from the concert, she became verbally aggressive and emotionally unhinged in the presence of our child. She began to hit me as I was driving with our child. Oh, she crazy. She began to hit me as I was driving with our child. You don't hit someone when they're driving. All right, so Petitioner clearly had no regard for her personal safety or that for our infant sons. I ended up pulling the car over so that I could de-escalate her volatility and make sure we were safe. I recorded her outbursts to preserve a record of her behavior as reflected in an ongoing pattern of volatility that has continued to jeopardize both my emotional well-being and our son's sense of stability and safety. I will play this recording during our trial. However, attached here too, as Exhibit 2, is a true and correct transcript of that recording. All right, so let's go to Exhibit 2. We can come back to page 20 again. This is the transcript of the recording. Okay. So in the recording, who knows how this argument started? DDG's responded, Petitioner is Halle. So he says, keep hitting me. She says, you stupid bitch. Keep hitting me. You're a stupid bitch. Keep hitting me. Cheating ass. Keep hitting me. Dirty dick. Yup. Keep hitting me. Ass bitch. Yup. Keep hitting me. Yeah, you got fucked. Halle, if he keep telling you to hit him, you should be honest. Like, if he keep telling you to hit him, you should be knowing something's up. He's recording you. Like, obviously. Get out of my car. He says, you got fucked before. Keep hitting me. I never got fucked. Yes, you
Oh,
did.
shit.
Yeah, keep hitting me.
What I
Nope,
miss?
not even by you. Yep, keep hitting me. Not even by you. Keep hitting me. Keep hitting me, stupid ass. Yeah, I bet you calm down. Get the fuck out of my car. Bet you calm down now. Get out of my car then. Bet you calm down now. Get out of my car trying to disrespect me in my car. I bet you calm down now. So get out. So get out. Bet you calm down now.
I
So
don't
get
like how
out.
you reading
Bet
this
you calm
shit.
down now. What do you think the fucking cone is? F. I guess that's when the recording cut off. All right, so back to page 20. Where we at? Boom. All right. So I have also repeatedly called my mother during incidents where petitioner was physically assaulting me. This occurred so frequently I cannot provide the court with specific dates. These events were not isolated. She would often refuse to leave my home or my vehicle, preventing me from leaving and demanding conversations against my will. On multiple occasions,
judge me,
petitioner has
y'all.
refused to
I ain't got a
let me
blunt right
leave her
now.
home by physically blocking exits and
So,
threatening
don't
to
make
withhold
one.
our son if I attempted to separate from her. All right, so this is the one. This is the big one right here. Everyone that we've all seen before, where she's saying that he was abusive because her teeth got chipped. All right. Okay, so it says on or about January 18, 2025, petitioner agreed that I could pick up our son, Halo, for an overnight visit. However, when I arrived at her residence, she insisted that we discuss a formalized visitation schedule, an issue that had become increasingly contentious due to her repeated pattern of using Halo as a means of control, arbitrarily limiting my access based on her emotions or preferences. After placing Halo in his car seat, petitioner unexpectedly entered the backseat of the vehicle and refused to exit. Effectively preventing me from exercising my custodial time. Despite my repeated requests for her to leave the car, she locked herself inside with Halo and grew increasingly agitated. Concerned for the safety and well-being of our son, I called my mother for guidance on how to proceed. During this incident, potential demanded that I talk to her and make a schedule. So this is the other side of that conversation. So she locked herself in the car to force him to make a schedule. Okay. And then proceeded to strike me from the back seat by launching herself over the center console and into the front seat to punch me. As she did so, her momentum caused her to hit her head on the steering wheel. Her momentum caused her to hit her head on the steering wheel. At no point did I strike her. In fact, I attempted to shield myself by restraining her arms to prevent further punches. Exactly as I said, her injuries that she had came right here, and the tooth right here, a chip.
Yeah, it looked like somebody's grabbing her
He
arm.
said he didn't punch her. But once that happened,
But
she
that
was
smashing
hurt.
her head into the steering wheel.
She stopped fighting from that point. But
That's cap.
yeah, she
I ain't gonna
said
lie.
that he was telling her, get out of my car, bitch.
Busted.
She didn't want to get out of the car. She locked herself in the car. I'm trying to piece all the stories together from both sides. And then he said she started striking him from the back seat.
Oh, man.
And that led to her jumping and lunging and hitting her head on the steering wheel.
I got a sore on my leg, yo.
I can see that making sense.
Oh,
What y'all
I
think?
didn't even know who did.
I see that making sense.
Like that.
All right, so eventually I drove home with petitioner still in the backseat of the car in an effort to get her to calm down and exercise my visitation. I arrived home and went inside with Halo as a petitioner and stayed outside to talk. As petitioner stayed outside to talk with my family and complain about the status of our relationship. After my mother arrived, petitioner spent time with my little sister, who eventually drove her home. At no point did she leave the premises in a state of distress or hysteria. Attached here too, Exhibit 3 is a true and correct reflection of my injury sustained by petitioner from her attack. So Exhibit 3, let's get to it.
Yeah, pictures.
Hold on. Where's Exhibit 3? So
That's
he
what I was
goes.
gonna say. Yeah, you better document that shit. God
His
damn.
finger, bruise right there, bruise in his arm, bruise in his finger. All right, let's go back up. Where were we? All right.
Little cut on his finger is a nice
So
cut.
this behavior is consistent with her ongoing efforts to interfere with my custodial rights, including unilaterally denying visitation and traveling out of town as her undisclosed trip to St. Lucia, which I only discovered through social media. These acts demonstrate a continued pattern of coercive control, emotional volatility, and disregard for agreed upon parenting arrangements. Petitioner's repeated threats of self-harm and suicide. Back to this. So petitioner routinely used emotional coercion and manipulation to exert her control over me, often threatening me by using self-harm or ending her life. The earliest account of this I have was documented was in March 2022. We were in Atlanta and an argument ensued between us. I left petitioner as I did not want to continue to engage in a fight with her. Upon leaving, petitioner reportedly called me. When I didn't answer her calls, she then proceeded to text me. Attached is Exhibit 4. Is a true, correct copy of these messages. Let's go to Exhibit 4. Where they at? All right, let's get to it. All right, so this is Halle to the left in the gray. This is him in the blue. She says no to this tweet. I guess he tweeted something she didn't like. No to this tweet. What's wrong with it? Donald, of all people, let's not. LMAO. It is not that deep. It is, though. Donald is a racist man who doesn't care about us. Why would you leave? So they were talking about Donald Trump up here. And he obviously tweeted something about Donald Trump and she didn't like it. This is hours later, though. He says, why would you leave? He says, I'm done with the threats. So something happened in this point in time that he said he left because of the threats, okay? She says, stop being this way. And these are some captions. Answer the fucking phone. Answer the fucking phone. She going the hell off. She ain't even texting right. I'm going to try one more time. If you don't answer, it's over forever. I'm not playing, Daryl. That's it. I just want to be left alone, please. I'm calling for help. I have a knife. Oh. Whoa. Okay. I'm calling for help, but you don't care, do you? Okay. Have a knife for what?
Yeah, she's tripping.
I called because I needed help, but you've shown time and time again that you just don't care, and that's okay. Whatever I decided to do is none of your concern. Just leave me in peace.
Trying to manipulate this.
Damn, so she
I'm gonna kill
myself. To hurt herself,
yeah,
and she's trying to blame it on him.
Okay.
I came there to check on you. For you to act like you're gonna hurt yourself to make me feel some type of way is manipulative and selfish. I never thought you would do nothing like that. She says, I never thought you would leave either. Guess I didn't know you at all. And nobody's acting like anything. Whatever I decide to do is my decision. Don't feel sad either. It's cool. Damn. You literally told me to leave. This push and pull shit you keep doing is childish. You keep threatening to leave me alone and saying you can fuck with somebody else. I'm not sticking around for that. All right, that's that. Yeah, that's manipulative as fuck. She can't keep doing that shit for real. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Nah, bro. That's not
cool. All right. So it says in these messages, petitioner is threatening to end the relationship if I do not answer her calls. When I responded, informing her I just want to be left alone, she threatens me, claiming she has a knife. On several occasions, petitioner has threatened to kill herself, especially when I try to end the relationship or leave her residence. In or about August of 2023, during a particularly volatile argument, petitioner became enraged and threatened to end her life using my legally owned firearm without my consent. And she took the weapon and left the house. Alarmed and unable to locate her, I immediately contacted my mother, who arrived shortly thereafter with her fiance George to assist in the search.
Right.
George ultimately located the petitioner outside in possession of the firearm. He safely retrieved the weapon from her. Following this, petitioner proceeded to run upstairs and locked herself in the master bedroom closet, where she remained lying on the floor in an
Is your child struggling with a gaming addiction? Major companies behind games like Minecraft, Fortnite, and Roblox
on safety and the safety of our son by creating an environment of emotional distress and danger within the home. Yeah, they don't need to be together at all. They got to figure this out for the son.
That fucking stupid ass dad.
Yeah, they got a lot of issues between each other, especially toxicity, like crazy. Yeah. So on March 21st, 2024, petitioner sent messages threatening to kill herself and made statements that suggested she might harm our son. She then attempted to drive while in an emotional distress with our child in the car. I was so concerned for Halo's safety that I contacted petitioner's godmother, asking her to intervene. On at least two other occasions that I can recall, one in September 2024 and another in November 2024, petitioners sent similarly threatening messages. And this is Exhibit 5 that we got to go to see that. Where is that at? Here we go. So she just texting bet. Oh, when someone just texts you bet, you know some bullshit about to follow. She just said bet. Okay. I'm going to call you one more time. He says, phone is on airplane mode. I'm not letting you ruin my day over this bullshit. The trust issues are becoming overwhelming. Maybe that's for the best. I put in too much time and effort into making you happy to have to deal with this bullshit every other day. And in your eyes, you're never wrong. It's frustrating, and I'm over it. I'm no longer entertaining this argument. I need to work on becoming more successful like Jay-Z, like you said.
Oh, she said he should become more successful.
Oh, man.
Successful like Jay-Z.
Oh, man. She thought, that's interesting. This is a normal relationship, huh? Because normal toxicity that we see, I'm pretty sure a lot of us experience that they going through. All right, whatever. Then maybe you would take my vision of becoming a big label owner serious instead of shitting on my dreams every second you get. Damn. She says, you don't want to be with me, and that's okay. I will never beg anyone. I will be successful. I don't need to be with someone who is going to demean me. You like that I'm insecure. It makes you feel good about yourself. I'm not doing this anymore. Keep your phone on airplane mode, but when I die, don't say shit. Whoa. Don't come to my funeral or anything. Fuck you. Be happy that these are the last texts you get from me. What? Crazy how the one person I thought I could trust and be there for me constantly proves me wrong. You are wrong. You know that emotionally I struggle and have a hard time. Yet when I'm obviously going through something, you ignore me until I go crazy. You throw in my face my insecurities and laugh about it. You put your phone on airplane mode and say you're not dealing with it. But when something bad happens, don't say anything. Because this is my attempt to beg you to listen to me. To just answer the phone. To just hear me. Excuse me. To try and understand where I'm coming from, but you don't. And you'll regret it. You'll regret ever meeting me. Go back to the bitches you're used to. Go back to fucking thoughts. That's what you want. You never wanted anyone like me. You and your family hate me. Just admit it. But that's okay. Everyone does. But Poseidon. That's the cat, right? Poseidon. And I will go and fly and be just fine in heaven without any of this, without any of you rude ass people making me feel bad about myself. And you can show these texts to whoever you want. Laugh about it now. Goodbye. This ain't nothing to laugh about, Halle, but this is, like, if you're not, like, one, suicide is real. Suicide is a real concern. But using it in an emotionally abusive way is not cool. This is emotional abuse. This is emotional abuse, for sure.
That's fine.
Damn. And it's something she said up here too. Where was it that made me think? Whatever, man. But yeah, I don't like that she's doing this at all. He says, I was in the shower. If you want to talk, you can talk to me in person instead of eating food without me and I never eat without making sure you eat first. Okay, I'm leaving. The doors are locked. You can come get Poseidon and your laptop and stuff tomorrow. She says, I'm going to go home. I just want to resolve it so I can get some sleep, please. You don't ever have to talk to me again, but I can't breathe right now. I'm just so stupid. This whole thing is so stupid. I want to die. I never want to be here again. I hate this life. He says, please stop taking it to this extreme. She says, I tried begging my only friend to help me. He says, I'm still communicating with you. She says, you won't help me. I'm so tired. I'm in pain. I don't want to do this anymore. You lie on me to your mama. He says, that's why I said we need to talk. We need to take time apart. You make it seem like this. You make it seem like I'm this horrible person, even though I've cleared up everything. Just leave me to die. I will be fine. You cause me pain. You are selfish. I've been crying nonstop because of you. I can't be here anymore. He says, you're sick. She says, you push everyone away who really tried to love you. I've tried really hard to fight for this relationship. I can't do this with you anymore when you constantly are purposely throwing me into the fire. He says, okay, block me. He says, I've just asked for understanding. He says, I'm done with texting. Do what you got to do. Damn, boy. Damn. That boy ruthless, huh? All right, so she says, if I die, you wouldn't even care. Like, I'm done texting you. Do what you got to do. Exactly. He says, I would. You just tripping and keep threatening to kill my unborn son. You're weird. Right. I wouldn't feel like saving a child with you at this point. I wouldn't feel safe having a child with you at this point. Stop being fake happy to be a mom. He says, weird. I've had enough. I don't want to talk to you ever again. Please don't contact me. If you need to contact me, please reach out to my sister or Shermay. I hate you. You are the most horrible person I've ever met. I wish I didn't have to fight with you, but you continue to let me down every time. When rain speak, and then speak about changing my son in a money deal for views, and openly flirt and help every other woman in the world but me. She going crazy, bro. All caps, and she misspelling like crazy, but she pissed off. You hate me and want me to die. I want to die because of you. I will die because of you. It's your fault. Cry about it later. He says, why do you want me to sit on the phone and listen to you yell at me all day? You do this to me every time. She says, I beg you for help. You know I don't have anyone. You know I'm actively suicidal and struggling. You know I've been running to the doctor every day for help. And you still play in my face. I won't make it to my birthday because of you. You have ruined me and all my happiness. You hang up when I'm begging for help. You're the only help I used to have. And you're so focused on being famous and having money when you don't even see what's in front of you. How could you go to Mexico and be with someone else? How could you openly talk shit about me to all your family and all the women you want to sleep with? You want to end me, you want to ruin me, and you succeeded. I hope you are happy. I didn't make it. I tried. I can't do this anymore. You can't make up whatever story you can make up. You can make up whatever story you want to tell people about how I am or how I used to be. You can make up whatever you want when I'm gone. Tell everyone I'm crazy. I can't wait. I can't wait for you to realize how badly you fucked up, how you ruined me. And any chance I had of having a good life and putting myself back together, and you continue to ignore us. Me and your son are alone. You don't care about us anymore. You never did. He says, you want to kill yourself because I tweeted Sexy Red, a good rapper. What? That's what it's all about? You want to kill yourself because I tweeted Sexy Red, a good rapper? This literally makes no sense. That can't be what it's all about, man.
We don't know the whole situation, so we can't judge. Be more.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I don't want to laugh at this shit because this some serious stuff, but this, nah. Damn, sexy be causing problems out here, huh? Okay. All right, so these dates and times are jumping to different times. So this is 3/21. This says this is 2/9. I guess this is another chance of her saying that she's gonna hurt herself. Another time. All right, so she says, everyone is against me. I can't. I'm embarrassed and humiliated and tired. No one understands how I feel. I tried. He says, hurting yourself won't fix anything. The internet shit is relevant. It's fixed already. She says, just leave me alone. Stop thinking about that. Don't ever try to contact me again. So this is proof. So this is the message that she sent. So she sent him an attachment, and that's what we just read about her being embarrassed and stuff like that about the internet. So she feels like things he does on the internet embarrasses him. I'm sorry. She feels like things that he does on the internet embarrasses her. And I guess she's responding saying, what you're saying about Sexy Red is embarrassing to me. And she wants to hurt herself. So this is proof. You leave me hanging as a mother. You don't step up when I need you to. I'm begging you. I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. That's Lala Baptiste. If you guys watch Stream University, she was on there a lot. She collaborates with DDG a lot. All right. Lala Baptiste. So he says, she says, I just found out you slept with Lala in Mexico. I'm going to kill myself tonight. My son will not be around for it. I hate you forever. You can have him and let her be his mom. Halle. He says, I can't believe you're acting like this. She says, you put your penis inside of her in Mexico. You put your penis inside of her in Mexico. Okay. Knowing I was there taking care of our son, knowing I was crying before you left, you selfish, disgusting person, you're evil. I'm giving you our son. So she says she want to give him the son. That's crazy. But he says, you're making stuff up. And this happens, man. This happens. I know for sure it happens. People, partners, men and women, they make stories up in their own head, and you gotta treat it like it's true. You have to treat that shit like it's true, or you're not being sensitive, or taking in their emotions, or being that shit's stupid. Whatever. She says, please, I don't want him around for this. Please take him from me. I don't want him to see me look like this. I'm begging you for Halo, please. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. Knowing I poured my heart, damn, she's going in. All these misspellings, bro, it's throwing me off. Knowing I poured my heart into you before I left, you still went and fucked her, and you went even open. You can't even open. You can't even own up to it. I hate you. You are evil. You want me to die. Please take Halo. He says, I'm genuinely scared of you, man. I feel like you're gonna kill me in my sleep one day. I'm not allowing you in my house around guns. Please just go home and I'll pick Halo up from there. She says, me and Halo are in the code and you won't let us in your house. Are you serious? He says, I'm not letting you in my house around guns. She says, I'm here in my pajamas in the cold and you won't let us in your house. Wow. Okay. I asked for help. I asked you to take Halo from me right now and you won't. Instead, you leave us in the cold. You will never hear from me again. He says, it's not safe for you to be around guns. Please just go home and we'll figure it out. She says, there's no later. There was only now and you missed it. I called you and texted 1,000 times. You can't tell me I didn't ask for your help in the height of my struggle. I did, and you denied me over and over to spend time at the club. Left me outside in the cold outside of your house. We can never come back from this. You missed your chance to take Halo. We are leaving. He says, as long as you don't hurt yourself, I'm cool with that. We'll figure it out later. She says, I've already started hurting myself. Hey, she's emotionally abusive like a motherfucker, bro. She's emotionally abusive like crazy. Anything like that's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. I've already started hurting myself. Congrats, you killed me. This ain't funny, but this is wild, bro. This is uncomfortable. This is uncomfortable. He's to bring it back. He says, as long as you don't hurt yourself, I'm cool with that. We'll figure it out later. He says, I've already started hurting myself. Congrats, you killed me. Evil man. You never cared about me. You called my family. They're not gonna help me. I'm not answering anyone. I called you because I needed to speak to you. And now you made it worse. You never cared about me or loved me. It was all a lie. So why your family can't help you? Why is he the only one that can help you? Like, why is he the only one that can help you?
That's what it sounds like.
Your family love you too. Your sister right there, she love you too.
Excuse me.
That's how you know she's being emotionally abusive. That's how you know. If this all is true.
I like that.
All right, so you have treated me like shit on the ground. I didn't deserve this. I tried my hardest. I want to live. I want to be happy. I don't want to die, but I don't know how else to do. I've tried. I'm reaching out to you for help. To please come get our son because I'm not okay. I am not okay and don't want him to be around me like this.
You start sweating.
I don't know what else to do. You hurt me too bad. You made everything so much worse. I don't want Halo to be around me like this. He says, I'm coming to get him. So he folded. All right.
Maybe it's just
so, but then you come and try to take him from me and say disrespectful shit to me like pack his bag. Hey man, ain't no winning, my boy. Ain't no women. Ain't no winning. He finally say, okay, I'm gonna come get my son. I'm gonna come get him. And within the same minute, this 10:45, her response is 10:45 as well. But then you come and try to take him from me and say disrespectful shit like pack his bag, like I'm a dog. You hurt me too bad. Like yo, he finally did what you begging him to do, and you continuing. God damn, give me a break. All right, you hurt me to the core. Please just leave me alone. I am not okay, and it's because of you. I'm not okay, and it's because of what you did. I'm not okay. Please just leave me alone. He says, so can I get Halo or no Halle? She says, I'm tired of asking. I reached out for help multiple times. There's proof everywhere that I tried to reach out for help before I did this. He says, I'm on the way already to get Halo. I tried so hard. I did everything I could. I love you the best that I could. I thought me having your child would prove to you my commitment and loyalty to you. There it go.
Right there.
There it goes right there. I thought me having your child would prove to you my commitment and loyalty to you. That's one of the biggest issues that recurs over and over again. Would y'all consider this trapping? Trapping him for the sake of love and exchange. Stability and exchange. You know, he was going for it. He said he wanted to stay with her to be committed, to provide stability for their son. Hey. Y'all saying that's trapping?
That's fucked up, y'all. In the
right.
comment section, what y'all think about this
Whatever.
shit.
So once again, I thought me having your child would provide to you my commitment and my loyalty to you, but you went behind my back, and now my son will have a broken home. I tried so hard. I did everything I could up until this point. Why do I have to do something drastic for anyone to take me seriously? You will miss me when I'm gone. I'm tired. I've been alone in this apartment for 6 days, every day in my bed. I've gone crazy in this room. I don't want to be here anymore. Please just leave me alone. You've done enough. Declaration of George Charleston. All right, so I think this is have we finished the part earlier? She's going in. Because I think he has some more to say up here, but we all going through text messages. It's going so far to text messages. I don't know if we finished these documents up here. This is more just about itself. I believe we can continue reading. Let me see on
this video, man.
So it's just mostly just him saying, because of her threats of self-harm, I want sole custody. If you're not gonna give me sole custody, then at least let someone in between, a third party, figure this out between us two. So let's go ahead and read this part though. Let's get through it so you be thorough. So it says, given these threats or threats of self-harm, I believe petitioner is a threat to our son's safety, that she should not be allowed to take Halo out of the country to Italy for a period of 2 months. I'm filing a concurrent ex parte application seeking to preclude petitioner's international travel. In the event this court does not grant the ex parte relief, I will have no choice but to report petitioner's threats to harm herself, thereby placing our son's safety at risk with the Los Angeles County Department of Children and Family Services, something I was hoping to avoid. Damn. He's saying, if y'all don't do what I gotta, if y'all don't fix this shit, then I'm gonna go ahead and get DCFS involved. Okay. So petitioner repeatedly refused to allow me to see Halo when I was not in a romantic relationship with her. If I created content with other women or posted something online, she'll block me and withhold access. She often used our son as leverage to control me emotionally or punish me. Petitioner frequently blocked me on all platforms after breakups and would only communicate through my mother. This became a constant pattern, with her toggling between affectionate behavior and extreme hostility, depending on whether I was physically or emotionally available to her. Petitioner has routinely threatened to withhold custody and block visitation when I assert boundaries or request changes to our parenting plan. She has made it difficult to arrange pickup and drop off and has resorted to screaming and threats during these exchanges, often in front of our son. During one incident, petitioner physically prevented me from retrieving our son by standing in front of the door while yelling profanities at me. My mother was often involved in facilitating safe custody exchanges due to petitioner's unpredictability and refusal to communicate directly. She has witnessed petitioners attempting to take Halo from my arms and deny my parental rights, including an incident at petitioner's West Hollywood apartment where her sister, godmother, and my father were present. As I was holding Halo in my arms in an attempt to visit our son, petitioner began to hit me in an effort to get me to stop taking Halo for the limited amount of time she had already agreed for me to have him in my care and custody. Petitioner's escalating behavior poses an immediate threat to my safety, emotional well-being, and more importantly, to the stability and safety of our son. As a result of such conduct and behavior, I respectfully request the following protective orders: personal conduct and stay away orders. He doesn't want them. He wants to say, all right, we're going to stay our separate ways, okay? Sole legal and physical custody of Halo to me, or in the alternative, joint legal and physical with a 2255 custody visitation schedule. I think that's fair. I think that's fair right there. 2255 custody visitation schedule. That's fair. That's fair to me. Prohibition on removing our son from California or the United States without court permission. Use of our family wizard for communication and coordination. Order that all custodial exchanges be facilitated by third parties, including my mother or nanny, to avoid further direct contact with petitioner. I declare under penalty or perjury under the laws of the state of California that the foregoing is true and correct. All right, so I think most of this is fair that he's asking for.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
I think most of this is fair that he's asking for. We can go to where we left off at down below, but
nah,
I think this is fair. Y'all think it's fair? I think this is fair.
Yeah, hit the comment section, y'all. But this is gonna be the conclusion of the video. We ain't gonna go all the way into it. If y'all want to watch this video, y'all can just, go right here to Yeah, I'm Stacy. And watch the whole video, whole video. But with that being said, you know what it is. We'll be back with another one soon. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see y'all next time.